If you tried getting your car fixed lately, chances are you had to wait a lot longer than normal.
Yeah, after a Utah County man has waited for the better part of a year just to get his car repaired, he decided you got to get Gephardt. Hey, Matt.
Hey, guys. Yeah, if you really had to, how long could you wait to get your car fixed? A couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months? How about a year? That is how long some drivers are having to wait for parts, even for relatively small and inexpensive repairs.
You know, they're having to take everything apart for the...
Grant Clark says his daughter's car hit a patch of ice last December and slid into a curb.
And just hit the tire here and this, so not a lot of damage, but it caused enough for the airbags to go off.
Yeah, as far as accidents go, this one was really very minor. Not nearly enough for insurance to total the car. In fact, the car had such little damage, Grant was able to drive it himself here to the body shop to get those airbags replaced.
We're still here, and there's just no end in sight. Everything's taken apart.
Yeah, here it has sat for close to a year, with Volkswagen telling Grant they simply don't have the parts.
If you had been in a worse accident, you almost would have been better off, no?
Yeah, probably, because they would have, it would have been totaled out. They would have just given me the value of the car, and I would have gone on and gotten a different car. So it would have been a lot better situation.
Grant says he understands there are supply chain issues, but he wishes the company would shift at least some of its efforts to supporting their current customers.
But at the same time, they're making brand new cars. You know, they offer to sell me a new car, but they can't fix my old car.
Frustrating?
Yeah, very frustrating. Yeah.
So, what does Volkswagen have to say about all of this? Well, nothing to me. I reached out to 2 different executives in Virginia, but I heard nothing back. So I went over their heads, reaching out to multiple Volkswagen execs at the company's headquarters in Germany. Still, nothing. Is it possible my messages were not getting through? No, that's not it, because I did get this one response, a bounce back from one of those execs saying he was on paternity leave. Now, to be sure, not enough parts keeping cars off the roads is not just a Volkswagen issue.
It's crazy, right? That's nuts.
Here at Steve's Automotive in Sandy, CEO Jeremy Smith says it's tough all over.
We are sitting on 11 cars that we are waiting for parts on. Some of those we're expecting the parts within weeks. We do have 1 or 2 that we've been waiting for more than 60 days.
Smith just got back from an automotive conference in Texas where he says mechanics and body shop repair guys were all lamenting the same problem.
There's parts of the country where apparently they've got lots filled with thousands of cars they can't get back on the road from just rental companies because they can't get the parts for them and get them back on the road.
Yeah, a lot of cars' parts come out of China, and China is still largely on lockdown trying to quash the pandemic, which has made getting some parts nearly impossible.
What's the solution? Oh boy. Make more stuff in America? I mean, that's going to be the first thing I'm going to throw out there. I mean, we aren't manufacturing anything here anymore.
These supply chain issues are not just impacting people who need parts to repair their current cars, it is also impacting new cars. According to J.D. Power, new vehicle quality has notably declined, and that the new car industry experienced an 11% increase in problems compared to last year. To blame, they say, supply chain issues.
I know everyone's going through hard times right now, but I don't know what to do. I'm paying on a car that I can't drive, and I don't know how long it's going to be that way for.
As for Grant, he says there is still no timeline for when he's going to get his car repaired and back on the road.
It's on back order. That means it could come in next week. It could be next year.
There has been a push for more car parts being made in America since the pandemic really lifted the curtain on how reliant our country has become on stuff from other places. Most notably, the example is probably a $1.8 billion plant being built in Indiana, where they say they're going to make microchips for cars. If you've got a problem you can't solve, give me a shot at the number 385-707-6153, or you can email me, Matt@ksl.com.